All right, guys. Well, you're on the shop cam. Welcome to Sarge Red's After Hours. We're going to do a little quick loop of the shop. This is John here, your hostess with the mostest.
Are you a hostess today?
Yes. All right, so we're going to squeeze on through. We had to rearrange some stuff.
Whoa, we got a mess going on.
What is that shirt you're wearing?
Hey, it's throwback, man. We like retro.
That is an old retro Sarge Red's logo. Look at that. It's pretty cool. So anyways, guys.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, someone knocking. Come and knock on my door.
Come and knock on my door.
I don't know the rest of the song. Oh, you do.
Hey, it's Lisa and Adam.
It's Lisa and Adam. Hey, guys. Uh-oh. We got some activity here?
We got a call that this place, Sarge Red's, we're in the right location, I assume.
I hope so. I'm Sarge. That's Red, so.
Okay, good. We got a report that this place was slightly paranormal.
It is. I'm very abnormal. Wait, that's not what you said.
Uh-oh.
Why are you? Don't go that low, buddy. Don't go that low, buddy.
Now, there's definitely something off about you.
I know. Adam,
How are you, though?
Lisa, guys, why don't you introduce yourselves and we're going to do a walk to the shop.
All right. Well, I am Adam Venkman Lalone. This is my lovely wife, Lisa. We are the Metro Detroit Ghostbusters, a charity cosplay group based out of Michigan.
And you guys cosplay as like the Avengers, right?
Absolutely. We assemble as much as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So you guys are going to be here June, what date?
Oh, we're going to talk more about that.
We'll talk more about it in June.
In June, yes.
We're going to have you guys, and you guys have a legit Ecto 1 and all that stuff.
We do. It's a 1971 Cadillac Miller Meteor with that beautiful 472 big block.
Awesome. Well, you guys want to do a walk around the shop?
Absolutely.
All right. You want to make sure we don't have no ghosts with us?
Yes, that is the whole point of us being here, isn't
All
it?
right. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna do a walk to the shop. And that's, if you guys, Denise, explain the whatnot, what we did last time, and what we'll probably do again. So
we did whatnot on, oh my gosh, what day did we do? It was Thursday, last Thursday.
it was Thursday.
Right? And it was starting off kind of slow, but what we ended up doing was walking around, and people were calling out stuff they wanted to know more about, and they wanted to see, and we sold a bunch of stuff right off the shelf.
So
I
yeah,
think we might do that again.
we might do it again on whatnot. We might do it on YouTube. Might do it on Facebook. I don't know. We'll do it somewhere. But we walk around the shop. You know, if you see something you want,
shopping experience.
it is. It's like the what was it? The old QVC,
Home Shopping Network.
something like that. So you want to lead us on this tour?
Yes.
Let's start
see.
this way. We'll go that way. Yeah, because I'm facing that way.
Yes.
I can't see any comments, D, on this this mode. So you're on comment duty.
Yes. Yell them out for us.
So over here we got some stuff. We cleaned up the shelf really a lot. You only like Ghostbusters, right?
I was going to take you down the Ghostbuster way first, but since we're starting here,
Yeah, let's look at some of the toys.
At all these precious toys.
My precious. That was good. That was good.
Magical.
We do have a bunch of the new He-Man in the shop. The He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Actually, not a bad series on Netflix if you guys check it out. And then we have our Star Wars.
Do you see the comments if I put them?
Oh, yep, I see it there. Matthew Fox says, "Do we have any Star? No, only Star Trek, sir. Only Star Trek." Hold on. Yeah, right here, Matthew. Just for you, Star Trek.
Nice.
Captain Pickard. I know it's Picard. I'm just messing.
You guys like our new gig too?
So, Adam, you've been coming to the shop now for a while, right?
I have. I have sunk many a fortune into this place.
I don't know about that because I don't have a fortune. So,
No, this has all that great vintage stuff that I love. Newer stuff you get, which is great. I don't have to run to 50 damn Targets to find certain NECA things.
yeah,
So that's always nice. But no, it's the vintage stuff. Every week, I don't know what you guys are going to have in here.
always something new at Sergeant Red's.
Right. Which I love telling Lisa, hey, look what I found. And she rolls her eyes and says, oh, that will look great in the collection.
So we're gonna kind of pan and show you guys some of the stuff in here. And again, if you see something you're interested in, let us know. You can always email us at sergeantreds@gmail.com, or you can message us on like Instagram, Facebook. I don't think we get TikToks. Greedo in a Speedo. Do I have a Spock in the Speedo? No, I do have a Spock Migo that you could probably put a Speedo on, though.
Nice.
He's a Jedi. He's a Jedi. That's some cool Star Wars. Oh, I just totally walked by the vintage Star Wars
Yeah,
stuff.
you did.
That was horrible of me. I'm using Denise's phone too, so if you see a case that does not look like a case I would have, it's because it's Denise's case. She has an iPhone, I have a Samsung. Yet somehow we still remain married.
I'd be more concerned about them seeing your reflection twice in the case and on the camera.
Ooh. Well, you don't get to see my face.
Run away.
Got this really cool playset here from the Revenge of the Sith, Mustafar. I hate you! Best line of the movie.
I loved you, Anakin.
I know, right? We do have Mythic Legions, guys. We got the next wave is going to be coming out. There's more. These are not all the same going back. We have AS4 and 3 in stock. And then all of the Masters of the Universe. I ain't squeezing between there. We're going to walk around this way. So, Adam, lead us on this lovely tour.
Well, here, we finally have our first stop on this tour of excellence. Ghostbuster items.
Wait, that's an avocado.
Oh, I missed a question, guys.
What was the question?
Tony Baloney wants to know if you know Bob Seger.
A funny story about Bob Seger. Apparently, he used to go to the Big Boys my dad was the owner of, and he would go there because my dad would not let people bother him. But he used to go there and get whatever food a Bob Seger eats. So, Dad, if you're watching and know Bob Seger, let's get him to the shop for some autographing or something. Got a little blue light there. We had a blue light special on this
I
stuff.
met a guy that looked like Bob Seger.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
So Adam is taking us over here to the
Yes.
Ghostbuster stuff. We do have the newest Ghostbuster figures, the Fright feature ones. These were supposed to get here around Christmas time, and they showed up like 2 weeks ago.
These are the closest thing to the Kenner figures that I've seen.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys remember back in the day, the Bug Eye Ghost was a full size. They've included him. If you've seen Ghostbusters Afterlife, he kind of had a cameo in it. They've reintroduced him as a toy there.
We got
And
the
lovely plasma series.
we do have some of these. What are the retro? Would you call them real
vintage
Ghostbuster?
reissues? These were the Walmart exclusives.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Did you see we do have some vintage ones in the case over here?
Well, let us show the people.
We will show masses some of our Ghostbuster wonders. So this is the Banshee? What's it called?
That was one of the Gooper ghosts, I want to say.
He's
Don't
really hard to
quote me.
find, apparently.
He is, especially with both wings.
Yeah, he's a rare one. He actually works. We have him, and we have the two little fellows there. And these are all sealed in the box. We got the Ecto 3, the Goblin, Terrible Teeth, and the, I don't see his name on there. What's it? The Terror Tongue, as Adam's also known as. And then we have that big orange guy.
My wife.
What's his name? We're going to get kicked off on YouTube, guys.
No, we won't. I've said it done.
We have some mint on card Motu stuff in there. And again, guys, I can't see comments right now because of this, but if Denise sees them, she'll shout them out. Ooh, look at this. The muscle ring. The muscle arena. Remember that thing?
I do remember that.
I just put that in there.
That was, I don't think I knew a kid that had that. We all had the muscle figures, but the arena was.
Oh, everyone had the figures. Yeah, the arena, that thing's pristine. I don't think it's ever been used. We have the Fright feature Janine there. All right, lead us on a tour, good Ghostbuster, sir.
Let's go to some horror.
Ooh.
Look at this. My favorite horror character, Jason Voorhees.
Wait, it's not like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man who happens to be standing right behind you?
No, we took care of him a while back.
Eh. Oh, no. Can you not see us? We get pixelated on this side of the building for some reason.
That's because this is the haunted activity side.
This is a haunted activity side.
We'll get to that later, though.
Should we continue on our quest or no? All right, we're coming back. We're coming back to reality, guys. Some reason this side of the building, and you know what I think it is it's one story here, and all our internet stuff's on that building side. So it's really we're just outside.
You just need like a little dongle or something.
We need to get another what's it called extender.
Dongle.
So let's get this pop stand started. What's it called? This pickle juice stand started.
Let's get this.
Ew.
I don't even know what you're trying to say.
Popsicle stand. Is that it?
Yes, blow this popsicle stand usually means leaving a place.
There you
Oh,
go.
we're gonna go to the popsicle stand. So, guys, have a seat at the table of wonders. We do have some wonderful ghost catching devices here.
Yes, we do.
Are we pixelated still?
No, you are not.
All right, we are not pixelated anymore. Could you explain this?
Well, this would be our state-of-the-art ghost trap used for capturing the beast.
Yes.
Are there anything in there? Is there anything in there right
Hey, don't
now?
let something out in the
I
building.
don't actually remember.
Okay, we don't need any more ghosts in here. So
Don't release any new ghosts.
Hold on.
we already have our own.
Ah, don't
Nope.
open it!
Oh, it seems we're good.
All right. So now you guys are gonna have your the full rig and all the stuff here for pictures and all that fun stuff.
Absolutely, we will. We'll have the
And then
Ecto.
some. We have so much more.
I'm gonna get one of these jumpsuits. Adam actually brought an extra, but I'm too fat. It didn't fit me.
You forgot the mantra of Ghostbusters, though. Suck in the gut, guys. We're the Ghostbusters.
This is true.
Are we good now, guys? Are we good? Are you
All right,
good?
I'm gonna come sit down and we'll
All right, have a seat. And I'm gonna add us over here. All right.
Okay, I gotta turn this thing off because you're gonna get some pixelation. Hold on. How do I kill this thing? Oh my God, we're trying.
Here,
All
you
right.
sit down.
I'm gonna sit down. All right.
There's the feedback loop.
We just have a little feedback loop.
So,
Hey, Geek Meets Eats. Hey, Smitty Man, is the feed jumping? Probably.
All right, why don't I sit in the middle a little bit, and
All
that
right,
way.
we're gonna switch. Whoop. All right, are we all gonna be on this, or is it not?
What's that?
I'm gonna have to. All right, there we go. All right,
We're so high tech, guys.
we are. Denise has been trying to make this a little more cool, so I don't know if she's successful or not. Fix the internet feed. Yes, Jason, we are trying. Unfortunately,
We are ordering a new
we are getting a
Doojingy.
new what?
an extender.
We're getting an extender.
yes,
I just did that a lot. Is that better? I didn't want to cut off poor Adam's head.
Please cut off.
She would love to cut off my head.
Off
numerous
Adam's
times.
noggin.
Right there.
You're good. Except for
Okay.
we can't see you, Denise. Are you John Cena?
I'm
Can't see
John
me.
Cena. You can't see me. There we go. That's much better.
All right. Can you guys see us? Are we still pixelated?
No, I think we should be good.
She made it look cool. I
Yes.
don't know about that.
Matthew Fox is my favorite for a reason.
Uh-huh. Everybody loves the Foxer. Thank you, Matthew, for joining us last minute here to moderate this lovely group. You probably need to be here in person to moderate this
we just
wild group of folks.
I think
but
we need a bouncer or a an in-person mediator might work.
yeah.
All right, so we are very grateful that you guys are here with us today.
Thank
And thank you very much.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you.
So I think we'll just tell us.
Yeah,
We
tell us
did
how
a
you
quick
got
introduction,
started
but tell us about yourselves.
You can go ahead.
I'm
Ooh.
okay. I will be the mouthpiece. So we started this group in 2016. Actually, Lisa had been doing charity work in Tampa as a Ghostbuster long before me. I was just putting together cool Halloween costumes.
Did you say you you guys founded the Metro Detroit?
Yep, that is our baby.
I didn't know that. Cool. Okay.
Yep. So this she actually designed the logo.
Love it.
That was her idea. And it's funny because she was living in Tampa at the time, and we were trying to come up with the logo, and we had just gotten to work with Sony with the original movie car, which was here in Belle Isle for the Grand Prix. And so we're sitting around after having a great day, suited up. She'd flown in, and we're just trying to come up with ideas like, oh, what about like the Rat Fink Rat Rod Ecto and with the Detroit skyline? And simplest thing, she looks at I think it was a sticker on the table of Detroit Tigers,
Yeah.
and she's like, why don't you just put the ghost in that? And that was like your holy
Aha moment.
yeah. Like I don't know if I can swear on this adult toy network,
Sure,
but
you can. Adult Toy Network.
but it was like holy
Are you
shit.
monetized first? Let's go with that.
Oh, I don't even.
Yes, will Big Daddy YouTube come down on us?
No, I don't think we monetize our live feeds.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. Fair enough. Then we.
You could always do a super chat if you want to throw us a bone, but
Yes,
Yeah, that's
We
true.
accept those.
That's true.
Okay, so that's really cool. I didn't realize that you guys founded everything here. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Okay, so tell us about why charity work. Like
first,
why?
you
Oh.
guys met through this, right? This is how you guys met.
Oh,
was
yeah, let's
via
talk
ghost
about that
busting, right?
Yeah.
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 Oh, we got to hear that story. We need to go back a little
Yes, I love it. Let's hear about how we
Well, we
met.
gotta go back like 10 years
my
on that.
God. Well, I don't.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know if it was 10 years, but I had been doing it for a while, and Adam and I were friends online, and he was like, "Is this you?" And I was like, in this magazine, and I was like, huh? I was like, Playboy, I don't know if they print anymore. And no, and then he goes, no, I picked this up. Is this you? And I was like, yeah, no, that's me.
it was her and
me.
Ghostbuster, her regalia,
Uh-huh.
taking a picture for an SFX magazine. And little did I know I've had this for years.
Yeah.
But I knew of her because of the work she did. I was on the Ghostbuster fan pages. And in about 2014, I went through a life change. I'm like, oh, I'm finally going to add this.
Wait, you went through a life change?
Yes, a life change.
Okay.
It's just, kind of taking out the trash. We'll leave it at that.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, I'm going to friend her. And we started talking. And what I noticed right away is she had this amazing, or I shouldn't say has this amazing proton pack tattoo. So she was the one that I was talking with because I was just like, hey, I'm going to put together a Halloween costume. And I'm getting a proton pack done, all this stuff. And she was the person I would ask all these questions to. And this was back in like 2014.
Yeah. Well, no, about 2015. you started asking me a few questions,
Oh yes, yes.
you know, and then you're putting things together, and you know, I was like, yeah, you need to get this part and talk to these people, and
Did you really want to make the costume, or were you really just trying to talk
Yeah,
to
was
her?
this a way to?
Well, that was a bit of column A, bit of column B.
He's honest. I like it.
a little.
But you know, it was seeing the pictures of the equipment she had and her proton pack and her flight suit.
Yeah. They
it
call it equipment.
took longer to see the other equipment, but 2 years later, as life would have it, we.
Oh man!
I like it.
I'm kidding.
As life would have it, we were
You can hit him.
kind of parallel with things, and we decided, well, I'm like, hey, you know, why don't you come to Detroit? Let's meet. And that's,
Wait, you made her come to Detroit? You didn't go to Florida?
it's such a wonderfully culturally diverse area
Was
With-
it
with-
Florida?
nice.
with four seasons. In
Michigan
Detroit.
has lots of bowling.
Bowling.
There is lots of bowling.
There's a lot of bowling, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with that.
So why Ghostbusters? Either one of you can
Yeah,
answer
do you-
first. Like
what's,
why? What was the draw to Ghostbusters?
Well, I got kind of, I'll just, you know, I'll refer to it as I did with recent activities where we gave a flight suit to someone. You kind of get jumped into the gang, but it's usually like a gang.
Wait, who did you give a flight suit to? Is it a secret? Is it Joe Biden?
You have to go to our Facebook page to find out.
Oh, you gotta tell us here. We gotta at least
All
get
right.
a
Yes, we
cameo.
got to tell the viewers. That's true.
Yeah.
Dan has it.
Ooh.
So, which is awesome. But anyway,
Shout
it was
out Dan
given,
Housen.
yes.
Love that, Dan
It
Housen.
was kind of one of those things where people that were already doing it in my area knew that I loved it, and they were like, well, you know, I wasn't about to like intrude and invite myself, and then they were like, oh, well, here, you know, for my birthday, here's your flight suit. And I was like, oh, cool.
My birthday's December 16th, guys.
All right.
So Denise is coming up here in May 15th.
Mine's very soon.
Oh, wow.
I should jump Denise.
You should jump to
Jump her into the
Jump
gang.
Denise into the Ghostbusters.
Denise-
I'm sure that's what you meant, Levy.
If Denise wants to be a Metro Detroit Ghostbuster, we can make that happen.
There we go.
As long as I get a gun. That's
It's
the
not a
only-
gun. It's a.
We don't have the guns.
You don't have the guns?
Oh, if you're gonna hold the gun, you gotta wear the pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The whole thing.
yes.
How much
It's the-
does it weigh?
That depends on the pack. It's
Yeah.
Like hers is 40 pounds easy.
Whoa.
Yeah, about 36.
That's probably like
That's-
half of your weight.
It's my leg.
But it's you know, it's if you wear it right, it's got the Alice frame on it, so you can balance it just right
Yeah.
if you're careful.
I could just picture you falling backwards and going,
Like a
I'm
turtle.
stuck, guys,
I-
help!
I worked so long. There is no way. Like if I was to fall, I'd be like, "That's it. I'm face plant."
So Adam, why Ghostbusters
Yeah, why
for you?
Ghostbusters?
For me, it goes way back. It was the cartoon, living in Canada with my dad, and we actually.
Wait, you're from Canada?
I
You're
am.
Canadian?
I'm originally from
I didn't know that.
Toronto.
Wow, interesting.
I'm dual citizenship here, according to Canada and U.S. I'm strictly
Do you have to
American.
pay taxes
Yes, all the taxes.
from both countries?
No, just for here.
Oh, okay.
Which it's all right. I like it here. I've been here 20 some years. But we live next to a video
You
store.
speak English very well for a Canadian.
Well, thank you. I'm the hell with the French. But
Oh my gosh.
Well, we live next to a video store, and my dad would rent. He's like, "What do you want to watch?" And you know, Betamax was always saying Ghostbusters. Grew up on the cartoon, 6, 7 years old, and that was always kind of my favorite movie. So my nickname, being Venkman, came from like 2001. I was doing car collections. I'm sorry if I repoed any of your rides. And
Oh, car collection, like you were a repo man?
He's a
I was
repo
I was the guy that would
man.
call. That was the beginning of my career. And so you had to have an alias. Of course, I went by Peter Venkman. At that point, the movie's only 17 years old.
Yeah.
People have kind of forgotten about it.
It's kind of died out of it.
Yeah, you couldn't find merch anywhere. So for me, it was always that weekly thing with my dad who watched it. And it always, you know, Bill Murray was my favorite actor, to this day still is. And I just always wanted everything in my life was like, okay, this small little bit of collecting I could do, or it's like, oh, Ghostbusters is on, or you're having a bad day, turn on Ghostbusters.
Aw.
then it just kind of seemed natural at that time in my life. Like, I'm finally going to do what I wanted to do, was not have a Party City Spirit Halloween costume, but actually spend the money, get the right flight suit, get the patches, do all the stuff, make a proton pack. So for me, it was, my dad passed away in, I think, 2011 it was. And to see some of the stuff that I've done in that time, we've both been to Hollywood movie premieres for it, gotten to know a lot of people.
You just went to the premiere for Afterlife,
right? I did. I was
Yeah.
in New York City for that with Bill Murray, 5 rows behind me, watching the movie that Bill Murray's in, which was kind of surreal.
So cool.
Built a car and now having a group and meeting my wife through that.
Yeah.
So ghostbusting for me has kind of been this lifelong thing, and I hope he's looking down, going, "The hell did I start by renting that movie every week?"
Yeah.
So it has to be like exciting when you go and do like a charity work, because you do a lot of stuff with children and all that stuff, right? Like for kids to come up and like, "Oh my God, it's the Ghostbusters! This is so cool!" I mean, that has to be like exciting for you to be able to embody the living Ghostbuster to these kids who idolize the actors from the movie and all that stuff.
Yeah, it is. But they keep asking for like hot beverage thermal mugs and free balloons.
We are all out.
So what?
I want a free balloon.
It's never mind.
It's a long story.
From the second movie. It's funny though, because it's not just the kids. It's the parents bring the kids under the guise of like, "Oh, you're gonna be Ghostbusters. We're showing the movie." But it's the parents who are in their 40s, like we are, that grew up on it, and it's like it doesn't matter what ethnicity, what class. It just Ghostbusters transcends something.
It's a piece of your childhood. You get to go back to that simpler time, like their store. I think you get people that come in here, and the kid will walk in and be like, "Whoa, I've never been to Toys. This is awesome." And then the dad will come in, and the mom will come in after. "Oh my God, I had that." You can have it again.
So speaking of toys, you brought something really cool, didn't you?
I did bring a Grail. I know you guys have a lot of vintage Ghostbusters, but the one thing I have not seen on the shelf, anywhere, this is an original 1986 can.
Hold it up there.
The camera's
up there. Oh yes, well, I'm looking at the screen like, okay, can they see it? I'm trying not to hold it in front of my beautiful wife's face either.
And we have we have opened it.
There you go, honey.
Smelled it.
Yeah.
Tasted it.
It is still very slimy, like perfectly, like
Price is Right.
There you go. Amazing. So, like, what does something like that go for?
That is about last one I saw go for on a toy auction.
And the goo?
Yeah, about $300.
$300 a slime.
And
for slime.
That's
still
actually gooey.
It's still actually gooey.
It's actually slimy.
It's still. It's
Will it
not
make
even
a
moving.
toaster dance though? That's what I want to know.
I don't think I want to put a $300 can of ectoplasm into a toaster and
But if
find
it
out.
made the toaster dance, would it be worth it?
But the video.
Could I sell the toaster for $400
Yes.
and then it'd be worth it?
Yes, you could.
Maybe.
So I think Brandy has a question there with Geek Meets Eats. And if you guys haven't checked out Brandy's channel, Geek Meets Eats, she does all kinds of geeky eating.
Hot peanuts and stuff
Yeah.
like that. We won't talk about those.
Hot
though.
peanuts?
Sorry, Mary.
Wait,
Maybe
hot
that's-
peanuts or boiled peanut?
No, hot,
Yeah,
like
death
spicy
nuts.
hot.
Denise decided
Oh,
to
I
get death
can't
nuts.
do-
Yeah, you don't want to eat those.
Yeah. Watch our last live.
Yeah.
Actually, you won't see what happened because a lot of it happened off camera.
At home.
Poor Mary, we about killed her. But
She came back though.
She came back a couple days. She rose after 3 days.
And then she
Matt Fox said his favorite Ghostbuster character is Darth Vader.
Oh my gosh, Matt Fox. Matt Fox. All right. So the question was, how do you recreate your traps and your tools and everything in such detail? Yeah, tell us. So
Are there
I
secrets?
learned a lot of rules. The 501st
Mhm.
were here the other day from May the 4th. I learned a lot of rules about their cosplay and how they can dress up and who can do what. So, like, tell me about your rules and how it all works.
You are the master builder of the team, so I'm gonna.
Master
I'm gonna
builder.
put, she is.
Well, you start with as best of a vintage flight suit as you can get. Best way to go.
So where do you get the like army surplus?
Yeah,
stores and
army
stuff?
surplus. Yeah. And sometimes it's hit or miss. Sometimes you might have to wait 6-8 months, a year in order to find the right fit. And then of course, if you know what already you're supposed to be at, you can do eBay to pick them up. And I like the Nomex because it's
No Mexi.
it's Nomexy.
No Mexi's good. I like no Mexi.
Then it's a matter of
Hey, straight out
the belt.
congruent. Sorry.
That's okay. The belt, the gizmos, and everything. Gizmos for the belt, like all the stuff you see hanging off. Those are kind of like you have to almost Frankenstein them.
Yeah. So is this stuff you guys have here? This is like prop replicas, or is this stuff you made?
These are actually prop replicas from a Maddie collector line from maybe about 10 years ago.
Yep.
These are kind of the showpiece things. We have a lot of our members make their own, and they go on websites and they find schematics, or people for a long time were just screenshotting the movie
And just building.
or just pausing it, taking pictures with their phone,
Yeah.
and they would build it to as best they could. And
Oh my God!
What do you
I
see?
see Elf.
You see an alien life
I
form.
do see Elf. He's eating a cat.
Wow.
And one of the greatest things
Oh my
when,
God! This magnifies you.
when they did this line too
You guys are
is
so
that
close.
actually having the PKE meter was
What's
Back-
PKE stand for?
psychokinetic energy.
Psychokinetic
Oh.
energy.
So back
Okay.
when
I look like an idiot.
this was impossible. I mean, you could build it if you had like manufacturing skills in a sense, but this base, right,
Yeah.
prior to used to be a shine kit for shoes that was put
Oh,
up by
really?
Sears.
Old Ionia shoe polisher.
Yeah. So it's like,
Wow.
are you like where am I gonna get
Now that works, right? It'll turn on and off, and
Yeah.
I know Matt, you had it on there. Adam had it
Yeah.
on earlier.
Rad.
That's
And did
oh,
you
there's a ghost.
did you build it or buy it?
That was from Mattel, so we bought this.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so much cheaper.
So much
when it's-
easier when
and
you're
it's-
buying it,
And
right?
it's like really good weight, It's like okay, for
It's
what
like a
was it?
substantial piece of.
$60, I think, when it was brand
Yeah,
new.
initially they came out, it was so inexpensive. It was like, yeah, no, just buy it. Buy like as many as you can.
So now you guys not only cosplay as Ghostbusters.
Wait. Before you go there,
Oh.
I want one more question sticking to the Ghostbusters thing. So charities, your
Oh, yes,
charities.
yes.
Do you want to shout out any charities, or are there any that you are close to your heart, or how do you get what
Children's
charities you get involved
hospitals, especially.
in?
But we've worked with veterans. We've worked with
Operation Come Home,
Operation Come Home,
Make-A-Wish.
Make-A-Wish,
Michigan Children's Hospital is
multiple
Our big
children's. Yeah.
Do you respond to people that reach out to you, or do you have like a personal connection to something?
We usually, if someone contacts us for an event, now not everything is a charity drive, but for us to appear, we don't collect money from people. What we want them to do is make a donation directly to, like say we're doing it with the Michigan Children's Hospital Foundation. So they would make the donation to them, show us the receipt for it, and then we would schedule them in. So as long as we know that the money's not coming into our hands, it's going right directly where it needs to go.
Because we do not take, like, we need to see that you've done the thing.
You
If
need the
you've done
receipts.
it,
Yeah, show me the
You've done
money.
we'll absolutely be there.
Now-
Especially Detroit Zoo,
Yes.
right? They do a lot of different events for kids and everything to help raise awareness or
Autism Alliance of Michigan.
yeah. So to me that makes more sense.
Yeah. That's awesome that you guys do that.
Now, do you
That'd be
cosplay
great.
as anything else or just Ghostbusters?
Oh,
I know I saw pictures as Loki.
I did.
Done Loki and Maleficent
Yeah.
and
Agent 13.
I mean, my very, very, very first cosplay was as the Batman Returns Catwoman.
Cool.
Yeah, and that was a long time ago. But yeah, that was my very first one. But
What's your favorite one? Obviously Ghostbusters, right? Or other than Ghostbusters, what's your
Ghostbusters, yes. Loki, the costume that I built has so many layers that you're like, that looks great. You think it's probably like a zipper in the back. There is not a zipper in the back.
No.
And it's wonderful to wear because I was walking around San Diego Comic-Con with it, and all you have to do is just walk confidently, and people are like, get the hell out of here. But I really enjoy Maleficent because it's a really big comfy dress
Yeah.
and a headpiece that's not bad at all.
And your cheekbones are spot on.
Whereas
Aww.
my Loki, just given it has to be a bit tighter because
Would it be
the height.
Sylvie or Loki? Because it was Sylvie in the new one, right?
Oh
Was
no,
the-
yeah, this was prior to.
Okay,
yeah.
so you're probably the inspiration for Sylvie.
Well, I got the headpiece for that one.
There you go.
Fun
Yeah.
fact, she was probably the inspiration for the 2016 Ghostbuster movie, too.
Yeah.
She had been the first female Ghostbuster to actually wear the flight suit. This was not the sexy version of the Ghostbuster costume with the skirt that was out there. She was actually rocking the OG gear.
There were plenty of ladies that were out there wearing, like the Janine stuff, and they looked very.
Janini.
Yeah, they looked really cool. They looked
Yeah.
really cool. Or they had like a khaki dress that they did their own thing with. But I was like,
I want to like cosplay as Sarge from Sarge Reds. Like not me, but like the logo. Like I need to like get buffer
To where you can fit in a flight suit.
I almost so all right.
We'll buy you a muscle suit.
Adam brought me
you
a flight
mentioned
suit.
it
He goes,
earlier.
I have a flight suit. Maybe it'll fit you. You can wear it. And I was
Talk
like,
to that.
yeah, I can wear it. I'm talking to Adam
Oh, okay.
and everybody out there. But I'm not quite. It was small. It was too small.
Oh,
for
was
me.
it too small?
It wasn't
we
me.
have to go to
I'm the
Army
perfect.
surplus.
I'm the perfect me. Don't let anybody tell you you're not the perfect you.
Ah.
Hey, so we tell our kids, right?
That's right.
That's right. We have to go to the Army surplus for your surplus.
Listen,
Ooh.
I don't have a surplus. Can we throw him out of the store?
The cardinal rule of ghostbusting:
He's my
suck in the
ride.
guts. I am a ride.
Oh, yeah,
my
yeah.
ride.
Never mind. Never mind.
But you did ask about cosplay. My other cosplay that I love doing is Jason Voorhees.
Oh yeah.
Yes, because you don't have to talk to anyone. You have
Just
a big
walk
ass
around,
machete.
yeah.
And you're just intimidating. It's 6 foot, 200 pounds. People want to come up with pictures, or you just don't say anything to them, and you watch the reactions. It's like, is this okay?
Is he gonna knife me or
Are
what?
they gonna machete the crap out of me?
Quite possibly. It's Detroit.
So we had like the 501st was out here on May the 4th. Those guys are awesome. Like Will and
Dwayne and Dylan.
I knew it was 2 D's. I have horrible names.
They were
I call
fantastic.
Adam all kinds of things. They start with A.
You do.
I can't say it on the live feed.
I think you could.
I could.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Oh,
No.
Hey.
I would never say that. So.
You did call me an aardvark once.
I did call you.
It's
Yes,
the
I
nose.
called you an armadillo 2
Aw.
times.
No, and the 501st.
They're awesome, yeah.
They have such an perfect attention to detail. Whereas like the Ghostbusters, in the sense like they have this like dirty old flight suits, even in the
dirty, it looks
movie. But
clean.
even
That's
even in
true.
the
But
Yeah,
it is,
they just
it's
kind of
in-
like threw it together and like
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
They
they
threw
were like,
everything
we
together
can
in the movie.
totally like triple mortgage somebody else, raised parents' house, whatever.
Exactly right.
No big deal.
No one liked Ray anyway.
Nobody can.
I loved Ray. Ray was my favorite.
Oh.
Oh
I
man,
said Ray was
she's
my
going
favorite.
for blood.
I'm kidding.
So, let's talk about the event. You guys are gonna be here. What day is it?
Oh, okay. So June 4th.
Yep.
These guys. And are you bringing anyone with you?
We will have 2 others from our team.
Okay. How many are on your team total?
We're up to 13 now that are suited up, and
Yeah.
we got a couple rookies we got to get out to their first
14,
event.
15 if we can pull it off.
There you go.
So we're gonna have the Ghostbusters, the Metro Detroit Ghostbusters at the shop on Saturday, June 4th. We're gonna have the car.
We will have
Oh,
the
yeah.
Ecto-1
Yes.
out there.
And is there
Car will
anything
be
else
here.
that you're bringing?
We were talking about outside. We might have
have
a giant marshmallow man.
Giant Marshmallow Man.
There you go.
We have a Slimer.
We have a Slimer with a booty.
Yes,
He's
he's
gotta
turned
be-
the wrong way in the window to bring people in.
No, he brings lots of people in. I love my Slimer.
That is.
So I'm really excited, and I really am grateful that you guys are willing to do this.
Oh,
It's
no,
gonna be so
absolutely.
fun.
Blast.
We're gonna start blasting everybody out with information
Yeah,
about
right.
it, bringing the masses.
So what we're trying to do at the shop, obviously, if you guys have been following us for a while, we want this not to be only just like a toy store. Like you can go anywhere and buy a toy. We want it to be an experience. We want it to be a community-focused area where
Right.
people come and you meet new people. You meet friends. Like I've met these people here through the store. If it wasn't for the store, I
100%.
wouldn't be friends with these people.
Yeah. So wait, how did you
I'm calling
find
you
us?
these people. That is not like bad, right?
Lisa told me about the building.
Oh, about the building.
Well, she was like,
"Wait, you heard about us first?"
She heard about us first.
Yeah.
I heard about
I
you
was
first.
like, I think you had something in the window initially that was like coming soon.
Yeah, we had a banner.
And
yeah.
I was like, hey,
Oh.
there's gonna be a place right there.
Oh yay!
Well,
A toy place, and it's gonna be awesome. The best toy place.
Thank you.
Anyway,
So-
anyway, yeah.
So I think
Funkiest place in town.
It is. It is.
Oh,
It's
were you talking-
Oh, Brandy
you say it's
says
the
she
funky-
loved Ecto Cooler. Haven't they brought Ecto Cooler back?
They brought it back in 2016. I have 12 expired cans left of it, I think. That I
if
want
you'd like
outside.
to buy
Brandy,
them,
would
Yes.
you like to
Let
drink
us
one?
know.
So Brandy
I
didn't
know
keep
somebody.
me teach.
Yeah, I know
Like,
somebody who might.
we drank. What was that? A&W from what was it? 1970s. We drank that the other day.
If you want to drink this live on camera, I will bring it for an after hours for you.
We'll do it.
It's probably going to be brown.
I don't
It's
have to
fine.
drink it, right?
But,
As long
you
as
have to
it's
taste
No,
him.
just him.
Somebody has to drive to the
Why is
hospital,
everyone gonna
right?
die?
No, it's just sugar. You just
No, it's
puke.
just get stomach.
Oh,
No,
I
just
just puke.
puke.
It's cool. Who wants to watch me puke on camera? Hey, just say put it on there.
But then they did bring it back this year for the premiere, but you had to go through like Instagram or Facebook and tag.
Yeah. If it's so good and so
I
memorable,
see.
they should like make this all the time.
Well, I'm gonna give away a trade secret. I know how to make it.
Oh man.
Brandy does eat some expired food. She tried
Wait, I
the
wanna
gum from our Garbage Pail Kids.
She did. I want to hear the secret. I want to hear the
Yeah,
trade secret.
sorry.
Okay, so since everything was made at the time, I think it was Coca-Cola. Do they still own it? I don't remember. But they were getting things in flavor packets, and one of the companies that was providing it was a company called Tampico. Tampico.
Okay.
So now you can go to any Meijer and find Tampico Citrus Punch. It is like the big 1 gallon thing. It's like $1.98, which tells you just how healthy it is.
It's delicious.
It is fantastic.
Is it like Tropicana? What was that stuff called? Sunny D.
Sunny D.
I would say it's probably less healthy than Sunny D.
Wow.
That's hard to do.
It is hard to do.
healthy than Sunny D.
Yes, Sunny D at least has commercials with kids running around playing basketball. Tampico
Yeah.
has nothing.
If Sunny D can make me play sports like the kids in the commercial, I mean, we're golden.
Right, like if you have a maxi pad, apparently you can play tennis on the commercial.
That's right.
So
Wow.
what you do
Denise played tennis, but anyway.
you get the gallon of Tampico, and then you get Minute Maid lemonade, and that's all it is. 4 parts Tampico, 1 part Minute Maid lemonade, and like 5 drops of food coloring per gallon, and it is almost the exact tasting Ecto Cooler you remember.
Really?
Wow.
I've been
there you
using it
go.
on my live auctions. Like people are like, "What are you drinking?" And it's just like so much sugar, so I get through my 2 hours because I do live toy sales on Facebook on Bobby's World there, and I always have just a thing of Ecto Cooler with me because it keeps me going. It is sugary madness.
You need the sugar. It's great.
It is
It's
fantastic.
good.
Yeah,
It's-
shout out to Bobby's World too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a great group that
Yeah.
we've gotten to know through you guys.
Yeah.
That's a
Good
Facebook
people.
group. It's the Bobby's World at Facebook/.com or
Yeah, don't listen
net
to
dot
him.
something.
Yeah, whatever. He's also. Do you still have the
Geosite.
terror dogs?
Juicy.
I do still have the 2 terror dogs.
I really want them.
You want a terror dog?
Yeah.
You want any kind of dog you get your hands on.
Yeah.
Someone had their dog.
These are
It was
the best
a
terror
Shih
dogs
Tzu,
ever
right? The
made.
other day in the shop. We normally don't have pets in here, but there was someone who came in. That had
I
a
let
Shih Tzu.
people bring their dogs in. If you come when I'm here, I'll say yes. Please bring your dog in. Did you see? I sent you a video today. I
I-
usually don't send random videos, but I did.
I
send you a
didn't
video.
see it.
It is the cutest little white Samoyed,
A little
and
white what?
they had cleaned out the bottom of their freezer. They'd open their freezer, and he would climb in and like curl up in the bottom of their freezer. It was the cutest thing. I was like, I'm gonna send this to Adam.
Oh no, I will have to look for that. I did not see that.
Matt ate the gum from a 1979 pack. Of
Okay, so wait. Brandy gave us the best segue.
Where is it at?
Her
Sure.
question is a little bit further up. It was about, do they hunt ghosts?
Oh wait, here I'll let you do that.
You gotta scroll.
I hate your mouse. He says this weird mouse ball tracker.
It's cool.
It's cool if you know how to use it. If you have like 3 thumbs.
Do they actually ghost hunt? Dun dun dun.
Yes.
Ooh. It's funny how many questions we get asked at an event because people believe they believe that the Ghostbuster thing were actual Ghostbusters in some cases.
Which
but-
comes off in 2 ways when that question is asked.
Yeah.
Hold on,
So
I'm
do
gonna
you
go
guys really hunt ghosts? And then there's the, you really hunt ghosts, huh? There's
Yeah.
there's always it's either hot or
The
cold.
public's fantastic.
But it opens the door for conversation for the positive people,
There's
that ask that
positive and
question.
negative.
Well, if
Yes.
we're in here, it's like, I'm so sorry to hear about your coma. When they're like, do you
Oh,
really hunt
geez.
ghosts?
Oh my. Good
I got
God,
dark.
man.
It did, because it's like, really? But for the people that are very negative and they ask in a bad way, but yes, we really do. Not in this.
Not with the car. We
You
won't
don't-
be pulling
You
the
don't wear
Ecto
your
up
flight
here.
suits?
No,
Oh,
we.
God,
You
no.
should do one of the plates.
God, no.
Oh no. So there is a certain
Get a recording.
professionalism
like
to
an EVP.
the charity stuff and to actually doing it for certain places like I don't know, a toy store.
Oh yeah.
True.
On
that's
a toy
true.
stores. We might know a little bit about that.
It's not, what we say, it's mischievous, not malevolent.
So
Malevolent.
I
Those
think
words, I have to cut my tongue.
a lot of folks I think that are on already know about this, but we're pretty sure we've got some friends here. I'm calling them friends.
So the history of this
They're
building. So the
friends.
side we're sitting on now is a building that was built in 1906, and it was John Kleinsmith. It was the person who built it, and he actually owned the locker room and built the locker room saloon in downtown.
Oh, I didn't know
Utica.
that.
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's him in here, but something is in this building. So when we were doing building in this place, like
The chicken.
you could see into the basement
I don't know
where
where
the
the hacky sack
subfloor
is
was
over
pulled
there.
up. You could see the floor. I would see like
It's
eyeballs looking back at me, stuff, but you just get like the hair on your neck stand up, like cold spots. It's crazy. This place is old. There's something here other than the living and toys, but it doesn't mess with people. So don't be afraid to come in and
Yeah,
find
you,
out.
you don't need to be afraid. So you guys came, right?
Where's the hacky sack number one? That's it.
I'm gonna find the hacky.
It was
All
not
right,
on
okay.
the 80s TV, but yes. Go
It
ahead.
probably got moved.
But I want to kind of get to the punchline a little bit. We think that there's a mischievous spirit presence here, not necessarily a dangerous one,
All
right?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah. So that's my guy. I think it's a female. What do you? I think Adam had said like what 3? You think there's 3?
I would be
What do you
definitely a
think?
female, definitely a male. And
One
it
of each.
sounded-
One of
It
each.
sounded like a third. The third one sounded like a male, but it was very, very lower in the EVPs.
Okay.
So it was a little bit harder to make out.
Okay.
But you could tell, like, definitely male, but can't quite make out.
Oh my gosh.
But at the same time, like a lot of, you have something that, maybe makes some noise and whatever, or, it doesn't mean that it's bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like nothing's happened that's hurt anybody or anything like that. It's always been like more like something wants to mess with you, right? And tease us basically is what it seems like. It'll be like after hours when we're just chilling and there'll be a couple of us sitting on the stairs, and then suddenly like all of us in the building will be sitting on the stairs over there and something will like just fall off the shelf. Like it just happens.
Or fly across the store like this chicken.
Yes. Tell the
Yeah.
chicken story because I wasn't here.
No, there was one night. I should wait for John to come back. But we were out here. Just they were telling me it was haunted. We were filming some stuff here, and we decided we're gonna go to the bar for a couple beers. And then they're telling me, well, that place is haunted. I'm like, oh yeah, sure. So a couple beers. I'm like, well, let's go back. It's only 9:15. So take me in. So we get here about 9:15, and from 9:15 to about 9:55, we have about 6 or 7 different occurrences. So the first thing was just a Star Wars figure tumbling off the shelf. Well, of course we're thinking, and as a paranormal investigator, you kind of have that mindset like you kind of want to debunk, but you kind of want to prove. Either way, you want to eliminate all variables.
Right.
So then you start looking at how could this figure fall off the shelf? Was it against a rack? Was there any physical?
Was there a wind? Was something
Right.
shake? Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there was no way we could kind of figure that out. And then the second instance, I decided
John.
I was going to go to the restroom, and I hear this thunk from about, now, if you guys have been to the store, you
went
know where the
thunk.
vintage,
like towards the front door.
I think it hit the front door,
Hit
but
the front door.
if you've been to the store, you know that vintage TV, the vintage commercial TV.
There it is.
Ah, yes, the other.
And this thing is, I don't know if it's haunted, but it looks
That is, we'll get to
haunted.
that. So this thing flies about what I'm guessing is probably 30 feet
So yeah.
or 40
Yeah.
feet across the store. We have your gift cards flipped over
Oh, I forgot
in
about
front
that.
of us.
It broke the holder.
Yep, we had lights flickering upstairs. And then the weirdest thing at the end, because we're all packing up at this point, we're like, okay, it's almost 10, and then all of a sudden the Amazon Alexa turns on. But it turns on to Book of Love by, if I recall, the Monotones in 1957,
Yes.
which was the song that is played throughout the movie Christine.
Oh.
And this just turned on. I don't know. I'm like, well, I'm looking for an old radio. I didn't realize you guys had like this Amazon Alexa,
Uh-huh.
because we didn't say, play anything.
Right.
So sure enough, that was number 6. I think at that point, Sarge was like, okay, we're done. This also flew across during our investigation, the old vintage hacky sack. So these are two of your haunted wares here. And then he said to just look at this thing just because.
Just look at that because
just
he looks
look at it.
suspicious.
Yes. We'll Frickin' Weeble.
Red Dead
He's already
Revolver said it's true. There's something in the store because when he was here, something came over him and he felt
Nostalgic.
possessed. No, nostalgic. He felt possessed to spend everything he had.
Yes.
Maybe that's what it is. The ghosts are like, hey guys, like
Think
you
about
like this
how many
nostalgic
items we
feeling?
get from how many houses, how many families, how many histories. You never know.
Oh,
Ooh, talk about what are you talking about? I have no idea.
Let alone a 116-year-old building.
he just gave me a great idea. I never thought about that. The toys that we're bringing in have come from parents passed away or things have happened.
Or this thing killed them.
Because
Yeah, that's probably
So-
the most likely
so
scenario.
like, do you think that could be attached to the toys? Could that
no,
happen?
no,
I
no,
don't know.
no. Our toys are perfectly safe
Oh,
to
well,
buy.
This
Like,
is, yeah,
okay.
we're gonna go with a good
We're
advertisement.
gonna go deep on this
They
one.
won't
right.
attach to the toys.
and they are in the building only, and they were
It's
going
just
home with
the
Adam.
historical district that the building is located.
I will buy this chicken from you right now. Put it-
$10,000.
We will start our own Ed and Lorraine Warren Museum of
I love
really
it.
low quality toys.
That's not low quality.
Low quality
That's-
haunted
okay.
compared to what they
So
had.
I
Low
have-
quality
he
haunted
wants the
toys.
haunted toys.
I do have to interject. We do not buy Beanie Babies. We probably field 5 calls a day about Beanie Babies.
You do not
Carl
buy.
Malone like the Beanie Babies.
I do not buy Beanie Babies, but there are other stores in the area, local in Utica, that will buy Beanie Babies for at least $3 a figure. So look them up. It's not us.
Look them up. It's
In
not
fact, if you
us.
walked about, 50 feet to the north, you might find someone that will buy Beanie Babies.
Or, in the apocalypse, you could always.
Use them as beanbags and pillows and sleep on them.
Armor.
Well, I was gonna.
Armor.
Well, I was gonna go even darker than that.
Like the
but
toys, so you
alright.
can think about the history.
Wait,
of
wait,
it.
wait,
I wanna
wait,
know
I
what-
wanna
yeah, I
know
wanna
where
know.
you're
Okay.
going.
How dark are we going?
Kerosene and a slingshot. Like
Oh, Molotov chickens.
Molotov chickens. I like
I
it.
like my crispy chicken nuggets.
This is why we're married.
Wait, we're married? Oh, you guys. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys.
Wait, what happened?
I'm married to the store on the weekends occasionally.
This is true.
Just
Ooh,
tell the
ooh.
ghost to take all the dashboard Uncle Sam's. We have too many.
No, they're awesome.
Who's that?
That the fabulous Mr.
Listen,
Fox
the
said
fabulous Mr. Fox. Those dashboard Uncle Sam's, if you want a piece of the history of this building, between those and our lovely support your troop garter belts,
That's right.
those are one of the ways you can support the history of this building, or have a piece of it rather. Instead of throwing them in the dumpster, we decided $17.76.
You could have had a piece of this building with asbestos, but they took care of all that when they rebuilt
that.
it.
Wow. yes, we
We
did.
did. That was fun. Lots of fun in the building of this building, or the reconstruction of this building.
Awesome.
I like the history of all these toys. Think about it, with Diane, who was in here the other day.
Oh my gosh, I'm really sad that I feel
I
like
wish you
that
were in
has
here.
not gotten the attention that it deserves. So we need to tell the story.
Tell
So
the
I
story.
put a post up about it. I wasn't here for this.
Did we put it up on? Where did we put it? Was it on Facebook or just on
I
TikTok
think
and Instagram?
I did it on TikTok and I know I shared it on Instagram, but
It was on
okay.
TT and Insta.
Oh, look at you trying to be cool.
TT.
Trying to be cool. Anyway, so John calls me and he says this woman came in. She almost got in a car wreck because she. Whoa.
We are not liable for any car accidents that occurred due to the window displays in our shop.
Correct.
My
Echo ones
lawyer
in the
brother
parking
told
lot.
me this.
Correct.
Anyways, continue.
So actually, I want to even take a step back because this is one of those things where certain things happen to make it happen. So John had found this doll.
It was Emmett Kelly.
It's Emmett
It was
Kelly.
in the
You found
80s
it.
Toy House.
It was in the 80s toy house.
And if you guys haven't seen the 80s Toy House videos we've done, check it out.
Yes.
Maybe Matt, if you could throw that out there. Awesome videos, awesome find, once in a lifetime, hopefully more than once in a lifetime. But go ahead.
Anyway,
Continue
so
right there.
John had put it in the front window, and I happened to notice it.
I
I'm
had
like,
it the ski mask.
I'm like, why is this? Why did you put a ski mask on this doll? And he's
'Cause
like,
the
I just
ski
thought it
mask-
was funny.
the
It's a
ski mask
creepy-
goes from the 80s Toy House too. It was in the same box.
It's a creepy clown. It's funny. I'm like, okay, no. And I took it off and I put it back in the window.
And
Well,
almost
thank
caused an
goodness.
accident.
Well, thank goodness I did because this woman was driving by and she turned and she looked and she saw it and she said she almost got in a wreck because she saw it. She came in. She had been looking for this doll for 30
She ran to the
years.
front of the shop, was leaning up against the glass like, Emmett Kelly. She grabbed it. And I'm like, we have a bunch of people in the store, and she comes up and she goes, "How much is this thing?" She's hugging this doll. I was like, it was just kind of a window display, $20. You can have it. And she's like, "Oh my God, thank you!" And she started bawling.
She was sobbing.
She was sobbing like tears of happiness because she's been looking for this thing since she
like
was
30
3 years old. So she came back
I wish
in
I was
later that day.
prepared. I'd share the video, the the thing. But so yeah, she came
She
back
came
later
back in
in the
later.
day.
I was like, oh man, was that thing like, was there asbestos in it? Why are you back in the store? Are you gonna kill me? But no, she just wanted to tell me, and she showed me a picture of her when she was 3 with this doll, and
She
she's been looking for
did.
it since she was like
How
a kid.
sweet.
To find this doll, and the fact that it was in our window, and it was just like, was it serendipity? Is that the word?
Serendipity.
That's a Denise
yeah.
word. I'm trying to learn some fanciness from old
Something
royalty.
more than 3 syllables, I know.
I know. Hard for me.
I mean, that's why we do it, right? Like
It's for the
that.
memories. It's like,
Oh yeah.
I mean, you just said because of your dad, like the
Yeah.
remembering, like watching it with your dad, which is why you love Ghostbusters or why you got into it. Like, and now you're always gonna think of your beautiful wife, and like it's just that's what toys do.
I buy plenty for my beautiful wife in here too, because she is
Elvira, right?
Elvira's,
Ooh.
Migos.
Tell the folks at home, what do they want, Vern?
We have
I don't think
6
it's Vern.
cases of Elvira on the way. Is that what I'm
Yes,
supposed
they
to
have.
tell them?
They've shipped. I think
Everyone a
they're.
Razor Crest?
Oh
No, no one's on a Razor Crest.
Okay.
Adam wants my Razor Crest.
Oh, I
should
forgot.
I give Adam the Razor Crest? Let us know in the comments below.
Yes.
I wanted to run a dose. Oh yes, thank you, Tony Bellini, for reminding us. Yes, when people found out about this building, they had wanted to knock this building down. Like people were like, "This building's done."
No, we
It's
couldn't.
so
We had to
small."
save this building. So Denise probably doesn't have the same memories that I do of this building. And a woman came in today, Donna, and she remembered this place, and she was so happy that we saved this building. And I don't think I told you about this. It was
No.
later today. She's like, "I'm looking for some Xena toys." I was like, "I don't have any Xena toys. I'm sorry." So she ended up buying a dinosaur for her kid, her grandchild rather. And literally probably an hour later, someone came with a collection of toys. And I was like, I don't want any of this. It's all 90s Star Wars, but it was like 5 Xena toys. I was like, but I will buy these Xena toys from you. So literally, she came in this morning. Someone came in with a bunch of stuff that we didn't want to buy, but I bought the Xena toys. I called her up, and she came in,
Aww.
bought the Xena toys. She bought one of the Xena toys.
You
So
bought
we
the
have 4 more
collection
Xena toys. No, I
Just
just
to
bought
get
the Xena.
Xena toy? Oh, you
I
just bought the Xena.
No, the rest was like gross.
How ungrateful. You bought 5 just for her, and she only bought 1.
No. She only wanted Xena, the warrior princess. But anyways,
Aww.
so yeah, it's like connecting people with what they want.
Yeah.
I love it. I love when people come in here and they're so excited to see this stuff. What?
Speaking of what you want, okay.
Hey, guys. Hey, Melissa.
Usually when we talk, we have to measure things and how much of a Razor Crest does this cost? Is this
Yes,
like
this
half a
is-
Razor
this is
Crest?
true.
Especially with him.
Yes, the Razor Crest has been on my mind lately.
So
I'm gonna get you a Razor Crest, and when it's a tube of toothpaste with a razor blade sticking in it, you're pissed.
When your gums already bleed, you never notice.
Just
Exactly.
literally, I can't even.
What?
I'm gonna razor blade and a Crest toothpaste.
no,
Well, it's
I
gonna
mean
stick
just
it
in
out.
the top.
Yeah, it's not
like,
like he's gonna actually
just
brush
dig
his
it
teeth
in.
with
Oh
it.
my goodness.
It'll be totally visible.
Yes,
What's
man.
up, Melissa?
Awesome.
So yeah,
Awesome.
Elvira's are coming in, guys. If you're looking for Elvira's, you talked to our rep over at NECA, and they said it
I
is shipping now,
did.
right?
They were shipping it today. Yes.
Ooh, what are we getting Monday?
Monday, we are expecting our delivery
Very
of
first.
Handmade by Robots.
And if you guys
figures.
watched our last live with Brandy from Geek Meets Each, make sure you check out her channel. She came in and she brought in a bunch of her stuff that was handmade by robots. We will be carrying that.
We're very excited.
We're gonna be doing it. There's a lot of big changes coming to the store, guys. A lot of it might just be physical, like we're moving stuff around. I figured out a way to cram more stuff in here without making it like cluttered.
Are you referring to the new cabinets coming?
We have new cabinets. We have new countertop. We're gonna make some cool changes that I think we can fit at least 3 more racks and 2 more cabinets of vintage goodness in the store.
Oh my gosh. But just a reminder, right?
Denise
The
always
point,
gives the reminders.
the point that John's trying to make is that down here on the floor when you walk through is like 20%.
If that, it might be like
Of what
15.
we
Yeah, he
got.
went to 15 last
As,
week.
yeah,
when I
as
saw
much
him.
stuff as we've been getting in lately, this is maybe
Anyway,
Okay.
enough about us. So what else do you guys want to tell?
let's
Anything else that you...
chat.
Is there anything you wanted us to
open
ask you?
forum.
Yeah,
we
do you
didn't
guys have
ask you?
questions for us? Let us know.
Yeah, let's let the people decide. How many viewers do we have here?
I
don't know. I can't see it on this.
Like,
fun
do you have
app
like a
these
viewer
days.
count? Let's let the people
Up
ask.
here, this is their 17, but I think it only counts you if you make a comment.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so make comments, folks,
Yes.
so we know.
We will stay on and get crazy as long as
So
you
we're
want.
trying to get some cool people out here. Other than
Oh,
Adam.
look at that. You guys so need a TV show.
I know we do, and we need
Or maybe they
Bridgeside
mean us.
Canine LLC Modern Dog
Oh, they might
Training.
mean you
might mean
guys.
us.
They might mean you guys.
As
I don't know.
paranormal investigators.
Aaron, drive to Michigan. I would drive down to Virginia.
You would.
I will.
Okay.
Give me some toy collections in Virginia. I'm on my way. I will come down. If you guys haven't checked out Bridgeside Canine, awesome. Me and Aaron have been friends for Way too long.
A lot of years.
A lot of
He's
years.
great
I
dude.
trained Aaron. Everything he knows is from me, except for the bad stuff.
Oh my gosh. All right, so Brandy's asking about crazy ghost hunting stories.
Yeah, tell us some stories.
Which I would love to hear too.
Yeah.
I'm going to let her start with the mother of all ghost hunting stories. You know where we're going with this. Yes. Henry.
Myers on 21 Event Night.
Yeah.
Myers on Rochester.
It was a late night.
It was
Asparagus
a dark,
was on sale.
no, it was a dark and stormy night.
It was 3 p.m.
Yeah, right. I forgot my
We're on
card.
copy number 2.
It was 4 p.m. just as work was letting out. No. So abandoned asylum.
Is that Louise?
No, she's going way on the East Coast.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. All right, I'll shut up.
Nothing to knock it. Nothing to knock Elise. I still have to be out there. But went out with a group of other investigators, 4 teams to be exact, and we went to. It has now been thankfully torn down just because of the structure. A sanitarium called Henryton. It was
Where's that at? What state?
Maryland.
Maryland? Oh,
Yeah.
ooh, Denise is from Maryland.
I was there.
And she's insane.
I used to live there. No, just kidding.
I had a nice cozy jacket.
It was very tight.
Where in Maryland is it?
Oh
Do you
my
remember?
gosh. Yeah, because it's kind of like falls into this little small.
Is it like
area.
Half the Grace?
I'm sorry.
Is it Half the Grace? Half the Grace?
That's where I think I asked somebody else talked about it one time, and I think that's not right.
Okay.
I'd
But
look it
is
up,
it
but
East
obviously
Coast, like-
Ghostbusters never had cell phones in
I don't
'84, so
know.
there's no
Oh,
way
okay.
of reaching
Anyway,
this.
anyway, Maryland.
Sorry, without me looking, without me looking directly, but we went up there. We all decided because it's such a big complex of buildings, and we would just go from there. And sure enough, I mean, within minutes of being there, it just.
Was it nighttime or daytime?
We actually did daytime because
Okay.
the buildings were unsafe,
Oh.
which didn't stop me
Were
from.
they just like dilapidated? Like falling down, or was it just unsafe because of the ghost?
Structural compromise.
Yeah,
like this
very
building
much
was when we bought it.
compromised, very much. So this particular hospital was the only tuberculosis hospital back in the day. This is what it was built for the African American community, and it was in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, really?
So
it was.
you
Okay.
sadly got put there. They weren't exactly like making a go of it to get you back out.
Like you were
Yeah.
just like abandoned. People
Basically,
just
you were putting her in.
sent away there.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Yeah. It was not great. So it was just a lot. I mean, the buildings were in rough shape. There were, structural issues, kids that would go in and,
Who knows
Kid
what?
stuff, yeah.
draw things on the,
Dangerous spelunking.
yeah. And,
they call urban
start
spelunking? Is that
fires.
what they
At
call
one point, somebody went and started a fire and completely burned down the theater that was in there. But it was really, really interesting, but the kind of interesting where you're like, something just doesn't. Even the first day, you were like, okay, we're in the middle of nowhere. There's woods. I've seen deer on the outskirts. I've seen this, and this should be beautiful. But now we're here, and I don't hear any more birds, and there's like nothing around, and like things just feel really, really off. And at the end of the day, everybody's exhausted. We've all been wearing respirators to protect ourselves from asbestos. And I hear somebody like say to me, "Night here does not belong to you." And I thought one of our group members was messing with me, like, "Oh,
Yeah.
And I turned and I was like, I yelled to some team members that were down in kind of like a somewhat shallow basement, not a real deep basement or anything. And I go, "We gotta go now." Like, I was like, I took that as a warning, like, get out.
Yeah.
Like, nobody just, usually most people at the end of a day, they go like, "Let's get burgers later."
Yeah, right.
But that was very, very scary. And then over the course of a few nights,
Did you
And
stay
days.
there, or where did you
Hell
stay?
no.
Where did you stay in a hotel
Not
or
just
something?
no.
No, we actually we were staying with a friend of mine named Jenny who helped organize the whole thing at her house. She had a nice house with plenty of space for everybody. And she was kind enough to open her home. And
Thanks, Aaron.
it's
Appreciate
about
it.
40 minutes away, but it was worth it. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way. It was
In the middle of nowhere.
frigid cold too. I
Yeah.
mean, it's that.
So it's the kind of place where there's no electricity. There's nothing there.
Oh no, they had already over the years because it had closed. I think sometime in the 80s. Not sure exactly which year.
It was open until the 80s.
Wow.
Well, it was tuberculosis. Then it closed down for like 2 years, and then it became a mental hospital.
Oh.
Because once they figured out, like, hey, penicillin and all.
Yeah.
Medicine.
But really, so it was
Who would have thunk
a
it?
sanitarium kind of place till the 80s, though. Wow.
So now you actually you went in the attic here in a couple of different places, and you had was it the spirit box? Did you guys talk about that when I was upstairs looking at the hack
We
set?
started a little bit, but we didn't do it too
So
much.
did you hear anything in those? I know you guys took the recordings and you were going to go listen to them all and all that fun stuff.
The attic was probably.
Because you like crawled in like a creepy side of the attic, not like where the living attic is, but like the.
I'll be really honest
side.
with you. No EVP, right, from that
Yeah.
space, but. And the light, there's a light on. It's clean, aside from like a little attic dust.
We're very clean building, guys.
No, I'm serious. Like it's like sometimes you go into attics and it's like crazy.
I vacuumed the hell out of that attic before we finished.
I mean, it looks great, but I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I'll do like a little EVP, session up here.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm sitting there and I'm like 3.5 feet from the window, giving myself a good area around me. Lights on, no worries. I don't have that idea that you have to have the lights out.
Yeah.
No, Zach?
If we would turn a light up on you in there, you'd have been
Douchebaggins.
scared.
No, I wouldn't have been.
Oh, it's spooky.
At Henryton, let me tell you something. When everybody was afraid to go into buildings that nobody could get into from the ground,
Yeah.
I was like, yep, there's a fire escape. I'll climb that. And I did.
Wow.
To get in, to find a way to kick a door open. It's like this is doomed. But that was I kept literally
So did you hear anything?
in your
or
attic,
anything?
kept doing one of these like I don't
No one said that, Matt.
I don't feel like I'm alone.
Yeah. I know when I'm here at night, sometimes I'll the heebie-jeebies, like that. I'll get cold. The hair will stand up in my neck. I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. I'm not gonna vacuum. I'll vacuum in the morning. I'm leaving.
No, but I will say that basement, when we got done, I went to go get the motion sensor that we had put down there. We didn't hear a damn thing all night.
No.
And I went and go down, I get it, and the lights are on down there, and I hear this low volume woman scream to the point where I'm like turning around at the door and I bump the motion detector against it. I have to pick it up, and I half expected to see something rushing at me. It was just that, like, not like the high pitched like horror movie scream. This was like a low volume version of that, and I'm like, I'm out, so I locked the door. If you remember, and I'm pulling on it, and it's at the end of the night. I think we were about like 1:15 that night.
Yeah.
And you're like, is it locked? I'm like, yeah, I pulled on it, and you went over and pulled it, and it came right open. And I was like, that basement, there is the couple times I've been down there, felt nothing. That specific instance at the end of the night, because whatever we were going through that night, that this thing flying across the room.
Didn't you get assaulted by bubble wrap too?
Oh no, that was the Sunday night. You, me, and Little John were here. That was when it came down on you, and you almost kicked me, thinking like, "What the hell?" Like you walked into a spider web, and I looked down, and then I saw it. I'm like, "Oh, okay." That was like one of the 6
It's
instances.
weird. Like stuff will fall off shelves. Like
Well,
there's no reason for something to fall off a hook and it'll fall off.
Well, we had 6 things happen in that 45 minutes of being here. When you guys were telling me this place was haunted, we're at the bar. I'm like, okay, let's go see.
We were at the bar.
So on the way home, I'm calling her. I'm like, we got to set up an investigation here. But that basement, for as many times I've been down there with you, nothing. The end of the night of the investigation, when I'm going to get motion sensor, that's when I hear like some woman screaming. I'm like, okay, y'all have a good night. You know what I mean? And I'm saying it in the basement, not to you guys. I'm saying in the basement, like, you have a good night, man. Quick,
See
All
you
right.
later, ghost.
lock it up with your keys, and then you go to check it at the end,
And it
and
opened.
it opens right up like it was never locked.
Oh.
Crazy.
I mean, I've never had anything like bad happen.
No.
You know, like every
No,
now and then I'll be
I don't-
upstairs and I'll hear like a boom, and I'm gonna come downstairs. How the hell did that fall off the
The
shelf?
craziest thing I had was I was standing right behind the
Oh, you
counter.
got nutted on by nuts.
Excuse me.
What about your nuts?
I'm sorry.
What?
You got nothing on
You
your
got all the
nuts?
nuts on you.
What are you talking
The other
about?
day you said like the nuts fell on you from that bag.
Oh, that's.
What are you thinking? Oh my
Put the kids to bed, folks.
That was not
Wow.
agricultural.
Wow.
Specify the type of nut.
Yes.
Good God, you people!
I
are
had a bag upstairs in my office.
You had a
There was
bag of nuts.
Bag of nuts.
This is
literally,
one ball, and there's not a sack of them.
Yep.
literally walnuts and
pistachio.
hazelnuts. No hazelnuts.
Just one hazelnut.
And they just suddenly broke open and like crashed down between the wall and the shelf. Like it's a little area.
I normally don't see
It
that
was
activity in nuts.
That's nuts, guys.
It scared me. I was like, what is that? It took me a while to even figure out what the noise was because it was like anyway. But I was standing here behind the counter and we had a R2D2 toy box.
Oh yeah, the toy box.
And literally we're standing here talking, me, John, and little John, and suddenly the lid flew off and flew across the
No
floor.
reason it should have
No
flown off.
reason.
It's been sitting there for months, and all of a sudden
And it went flying. Like we were all just, it was the middle of the day.
it's sold. So whoever has that, if your shit's haunted now, I apologize. It's on you.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think it's the
Hold on,
toy
let me
for
do a
that one.
reenactment of that night.
You missed the door.
Yeah, hold on.
Totally missed the door.
There we go. There
I
goes
mean, you
that.
missed it twice. The
Missed it
ghost
again.
was better than you.
There you go.
Adam is not a hockey player.
Wow.
I was a hockey player. I'm not a baseball player.
Or basketball.
Paranormal nutivity. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
basically.
Paranormal
Paranormal
activity. I love it.
activity.
These guys
Oh my
slime.
god.
Oh my goodness. All right.
This is after hours. We're
We are
allowed to go.
Yes.
definitely after
All the
hours,
kids should be in
everybody.
bed by now, so anything goes.
That's right. Absolutely.
Except for apparently Adam throwing that onto a door.
Yeah, it's a big door, bro.
I wasn't aiming for the door.
Are you really a stormtrooper?
Yeah, right.
No.
They can't do anything.
No.
I want to hang like in our bathroom like a sign that says "Please sit down to pee." But then I've seen you guys aim.
Oh my gosh.
So do you collect anything other than I know you buy Ghostbusters stuff and you come and you buy like the neck and stuff like the horror stuff. What do you collect, Lisa?
What do you guys call
I'm the one that with the horror stuff. I
Eh.
think mainly.
Well, I have mostly the NECA horror stuff. The Jasons.
Oh.
Freddy's.
Oh, I think this collection.
Jason and Freddy.
Is this gonna be the Beanie Baby divorce? So they're splitting up the Beanie Baby? I hope not.
It'll be.
Who gets the family Bible?
It's what? You said a Phantom Bible?
Family
No, I
Bible.
don't
Oh.
have it. Mine's a Necronomicon anyway. Listen, no, I like the horror toys and
You
more.
got your Elvira, right?
Yes,
Okay.
and I love it.
Is it cool?
It's
Yeah.
so beautiful.
Wait, do you open or not open?
Oh, we're not. I'm not gonna open that one.
Let us
Not
know in the
opener.
comments below, guys. Are you an opener for toys, or are you like keeping the box? Or you buy one to rock and buy one to stock?
I got points, by the way.
You miss half of the work that those poor children in the Philippines do in the factories on the back if you don't open your cards.
This is true.
All that artwork on every Ninja Turtle shell from NECA, you're never going to see if you keep that in the box. I'm an open guy. I like to enjoy the figure.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. Denise, have you found your perfect Princess Leia yet?
No, I have not. I've not found my perfect Princess Leia
Someone
yet.
came in here the other day. She had a really cool Princess Leia tattoo.
She did. She did. It
Put
was
some
very
buns
cool.
on her, and you'll find your perfect Princess Leia.
Oh.
I'm going to get the chicken
Why'd you do my chicken?
because I was reenacting the evening.
Listen,
Oh, look at this! The hacky sack hit the door. By the way,
it did not.
it did
It
too.
hit the bottom of the door.
Well, it made it. I'm
The
just
ghost
saying.
has better aim than you.
Oh.
I'm just saying. I'm,
Matt says he gets two, one to rock and one to stock. I've got to use that term. And then Eternal Darkness says he do not.
Remove from box. What?
DNR,
no, that's
All right.
So here's my thing. Are the Marvel Legends going to go up in value? Probably to some extent, but are they ever going to reach the peak of like the 80s toys? If everyone rocks one and stocks one, probably not, because like
Probably
supply and
not.
demand, right?
it's like the comic book industry. Back in the day, like old school comics,
What's like comic book?
it's a slab, as
What
you
is-
might know it.
What is book?
So back in the day,
It's
everyone
book,
would read
your
them,
book
they
goes
get
on.
trashed. The odd person that kept them had value. What happened in the 90s with the death
Everyone
of
saved
Superman?
everything.
Everybody
Oh.
saved everything.
Yeah.
Now it's very hard to have any comic, graded or not, hit that certain level.
Exactly.
Same thing with toys. When Marvel or when Hasbro is producing 50 million Moon Knights, how many Moon Knights are going to be worth something down the line? Now, if there is a collector that can't get it or missed on the run, For me, I'm an open box guy. 10 years from now, if I take $10 less because it's out of box,
But you got to enjoy it.
I got
Those
to
years.
enjoy it for
Exactly.
that time. But if someone wants it, someone's going to buy it at whatever cost they think is best. So I don't
Exactly.
think necessarily keeping in the box in this day of and age of mass production is worth it.
Did you see the Danhausen figure I have right there with the yellow top all the way to the right in front of you?
Wait, this guy right here?
That is a Danhausen action figure.
This is my high school gym teacher.
If Danhausen
Mrs.
ever does
Mrs.
decide
Smith.
he wants to come to our shop,
That is Miss Smith.
we do have a figure of you. You can sign this. We will
Now
sell it.
Danhausen will
It's
not come.
Very good, very evil at the same time.
Very nice, very
Ooh, I could have Phil
Stop
Stone,
him.
our friend who is a magic artist, draw Danhausen on the back. 'Cause this is
It
a
literally looks like
class.
every female gym teacher in high school.
That's Brock Sampson.
That is Steve.
That's
Steve.
Brock Sampson.
That's
That's
Steve
a dude
Sampson.
with
That
a
is-
really bad spray tan.
That is you got to turn to the camera.
Like
That is-
his
even the
legs
chair.
and his chest and his face are
That is
all.
a bare minimum.
That
of
is a
the skull
combat
from the chair.
wrestler, and he has 5 points of articulation, and his face
Oh, and
is-
he has flesh-colored knee
The
pads.
older you
Well,
get,
of
the less
course.
points of articulation you have. But look at this horrible chair here. This is like not a folding chair. I'm going to hold this up here if anyone can see this chair. It's just this random cut up piece of plastic.
No, it's a chair. It's a very
It is-
fine piece of chair.
It is. There is no place to sit.
That
Well, at least
thing
he can hold the chair in
funny
one
as
hand.
thing.
It's not a chair for sitting.
He
It's
is
a
so-
chair for hitting.
He is so strong he can hit you with one hand with his chair.
It's pretty cool though that his knee pads.
Bro, that has been here for a while.
There's-
What's that? $11.99. If you guys buy the combat wrestler for $11.99, I will give you a free high five.
A free high five.
Free high five.
Wow.
Like this. But you don't get it because you buy it.
If it flies across the room while we're doing this, you can pay 20 for it.
Nice.
Throw that shit across the room for me.
Don't worry, it won't hit the door.
Not if Adam's
You want to
throwing
find
it.
out?
Oh, brutal. All
So,
right.
anyways, so June
June 4th.
4th.
June 4th, you guys are
June
going to
4th.
be here.
Yes.
Full
Yes.
garb.
Garb.
Excited.
That's a fun word.
Let's give him a time. What, 1 to 3?
Oh yeah, 1 to 3.
Oh,
One to
yeah.
three,
I,
yeah,
well, we
gotta
haven't
give him
worked
a
out
time.
what time works for you guys.
Well, what's the best time you think? You want 1 to 3, or you think like 2 to 4?
Well, it seems like your events are usually 1 to 3.
One to
What
three?
about like
Okay.
4? What did we do for the Stormtroopers here?
We did
4
4
to 8.
4 hours was a little much.
Yeah.
I think 2 or 3 hours would be better.
Yeah, probably.
So let's say 1 to 3 and hang out.
Yes, 1 to 3, and then a hangout afterwards.
I like it.
We're always trying to find new things to do at the shop to kind of make it more of a like, let's go hang out, other than just like.
Like cleaning.
Yes, I like to sell stuff and make money, but also I want to meet people and like have an event and make this a community gathering place. And you know, the building is haunted.
It
The
is.
building is haunted.
Slightly,
We-
but I like
we
the
can
living
legitimately
just as
say-
much as the dead. I like both. but
Except the
it's
dead don't
fun.
buy toys,
They do.
do they?
With stolen credit cards.
That's true. Santos Al Halper from The Simpsons.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, well, guys, I really appreciate you guys coming.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
It's been
Thank
fun. It's
you.
been fun. I think we have to get you guys some Sergeant Red t-shirts.
We do? Yes.
Yeah.
Triple XL and small, I'm assuming.
Wow.
Well, I don't wear the same flight suit as you.
Oh.
Just
You're
an
fired.
This is an XL. You haven't even hired me yet.
I get fired before I hire you.
I'll work like Saturdays.
We're gonna do some
for you.
more auctions from the
What's up,
shop,
Nicole?
though, like guys.
Oh, wait, you know what? I missed
Mm.
this earlier. They're
Yes.
waiting for you to sing the Ghostbusters theme.
Ooh, to earn the Razor Crest. You might not earn the Razor
Oh,
Crest.
wait.
but let's hear it.
Who's
That's
Red Dead Revolver. Let's hear it.
Red Dead Revolver?
Sing it.
Oh,
Which
God.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if
Red
I'm
Dead
as soulful
Revolver-
Who are
Red
you
Barbie
gonna
Jr.
call Ghostbusters?
There's something strange. Oh, wait, am I gonna get a Razor Crest if I do
That's a
this?
great
You
question.
will, but this will not add any value to it. But what you pay for.
So wait.
This
So,
one
no, there
doesn't
will
cut your. You don't
No,
get a deal.
so
I will knock off $1.
come see us on June 4th. I will sing for you, not for him.
No.
sing.
If you don't do it now,
Come
it
get
doesn't
you.
count.
I think I can spare the $1.
$10.
He's got a throat, like condition.
Here, you know what?
for-
Smell this, and all of a sudden you make the Razor Crest like 150.
Let me see if I can do it.
That costs
And then I need
$100
to-
more now. It's
Oh,
weird.
she's getting the background music ready.
Oh, wait.
I gotta get. Hold up now. Hold up.
This is so. I can't get over how like
Like 36 years old, and it's still perfect viscosity. to
what's
it.
in it.
I
There's a toy
don't
in
know.
it, right?
There's
Yeah,
a
there's a
toy in
ghost.
it. Yes, there's a
Oh,
note.
we did get some new
The nose
DC
ghost.
Multiverse in today, guys. We got the.
I guess I can't pull them out, right?
What is that?
I
We
can't.
got the unmasked
Yes, go
Catwoman
ahead.
and unmasked Batman. Here it is.
Look at that.
All
Oh,
right.
look at that goose.
Ew.
The original nose ghost is still in
So we
there.
did
That
get
is
the
so
new
cool.
Selena Kyle
Oh gosh,
unmasked.
please come off my hand. I don't need to spend $50 on slime.
That is
Oh, yeah,
$3
yeah,
on
that's-
slime.
that's-
That's about $50
That's
on
about
slime
50
right
bucks
there.
towards a Razor Crest right there.
No, it's not. The Razor Crest was
Oh, no,
premarital
look at that. It's
property.
all over now.
Nope. I put it all back. It's all back.
All right.
All right,
Hold
ready?
on.
Wait,
All
look
right,
under
let's
her
go.
nail.
Yeah, that's right. Elmer Bernstein.
That's all you get. That's
That
You
you
were
want to
saying?
go with themes?
That's Oscar nominated.
No. We're talking. Got to be specific. Theme
Oh
or
man.
song?
We want the critical Adam.
Adam.
Someone else until June 4th.
You're wearing the Ghostbusters garb now.
I am. And look, I am also wearing the official Metro Detroit Ghostbusters
Oh, so I
t-shirt.
should ask.
Yeah, you didn't even give me the
T
cheap pop.
Public, right?
tpublic.com/Metro Detroit
If they
Ghostbusters.
fix their quality control issues.
Well, these are fine. These are-
Yours is nice.
Ours
Mine
is
I
nice.
ordered
We
just kinda
gave
What
one
is
to
it?
Danhausen.
tpublic.com?
tpublic.com/Metro Detroit Ghostbusters. You too can own this beautiful, beautiful logo.
Oh, and guys, we should probably let the folks that are watching send Danhausen a message on Twitter.
Yes, tag
or Instagram.
Danhausen.
Yes.
We
Tell
gave,
him we're trying to get him to come to the shop.
yes, we gave Danhausen one of these shirts. We gave him a custom flight suit with a custom Danhausen,
Yeah.
and he is the nicest guy ever, to be honest with you. As a
Nicer
fr-
than me?
Very nice.
Oh, way
Very
nicer
evil.
than you.
Wait a second.
Way nicer than
I'm a
you.
nice dude.
Like
Am I a nice dude?
D and
Yes, you are a
Danhausen,
nice dude.
you got like the phonetic thing would work way better on the front than Sergeant Red's.
Aww.
Whatever.
But yes, someone tag Danhausen because he knows us now. We are friendhausens to the Danhausen.
Friendhausen.
Yeah,
Yes.
Tag him. We want to get him in the shop. You know, it'd be fun to meet and greet.
Acquaintance
You guys
So-
get some
So as
signatures.
you know, guys, we're learning, right? We're new.
This is
Our shop
5
has been
months
open.
in.
Yeah, our shop has been open since November.
November 12th, to be exact, 2021.
Correct. Yes, and we're learning. As you see, we're growing. I'm asking people how they do things, and now I have these cool little doodads around our
Look at that. She's got a doodad.
doodads on our stream and
Doodad.
everything. And now I'm reaching out to famous, cool, important people to say,
Very-
hey, do you want to come to the shop?
Very elite, very famous.
Very elite,
very
very
nice,
famous,
very
Deal.
and definitely making missteps in the process. So I'm leaning towards people to say, hey, how do I do this? What's
Dan-
what do I do?
Danhausen? Danhausen, they want to give you the human monies. We want to help the Blimp Fund and get you a PT Cruiser.
Ooh, I haven't.
Sounds good.
Yes,
PT
yes,
Cruiser
a
somewhere on the
PT
shop.
Cruiser.
And
Go.
if you guys have anyone who you think would be a good fit to be on the show with the Sergeant Reds After Hours, let them
Yes.
know.
Which
Let
is
us know.
A
We'll
horrible
try
act
get
to
it
follow. We apologize in advance.
It's a very hard act to follow.
We
You
are.
guys hunt dead people.
We do. We hunt live people too. Because
Wait, what? What?
Yeah.
Plus 4.
For
That-
sport.
Sorry.
Only in
Yes.
Maryland. Only 50
Members
yards
of the Guild
north
of
of us.
Calamitous Intent.
Most of mine was
Does anyone have any toy questions for us?
Yes.
Any
And
toy?
are we
Yes.
cutting this down early or like what?
Yeah, well, we keep going. We're good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Hey, I'm always good. We keep
I
running.
will rock the questions.
All
I'm
right,
good.
guys.
As long as our guests are here, we're good to go. So if you guys
Send
have
us-
questions, let us know.
Please send us any questions that you may have. Now is your time to be heard.
Just not math questions.
Oh, yeah, no math problems.
We will make that shit up and you will fail your test.
It won't.
It'll be
It'll
new
get
math.
answered.
It'll be
get-
new math. You have
No,
the extra
no.
columns and everything.
No.
Oh, my
No.
word.
No.
Oh,
Somebody lost a bet to create new math.
You might be right about that. It was somebody's brain that was like, this is how I do it in my head. So let's figure out how to way to draw it all out.
Yeah, no.
That's how that happened.
Basically, new math looks as though you're going to do it all on an abacus, except the abacus was actually useful.
And you're not wearing a
Whereas
toga.
And there's no togas involved.
Yeah, Abacus was Greek.
the abacus was Chinese.
No, Abacus was Dumbledore's brother, right?
Oh my. We're going to wrap up soon.
Wow.
So if you have any
I'm gonna get
questions, I'm
hit.
going to, I got to get,
Yeah.
I got to get the camera.
I think we're just about done, guys. So I don't see any questions coming in. So I want to say thank you very much for those of you that joined us this evening, and thank you very much, Lisa and Adam, for hanging out with us.
You're very welcome.
Goodbye. We miss
And
you.
Uh-oh.
hopefully we will see everybody on June
Swan Lake.
4th.
Also, happy
for-
belated birthday to Lisa.
Oh yes, happy
Oh yeah, Lisa, your birthday
birthday.
was yesterday,
I
right?
that's why the balloons were in front of the
24
store.
years old.
That's- yes,
That's
we did that.
I know.
amazing. Denise will be 27.
May 15th.
May 15th.
Mark it down.
That's right.
Yeah,
I
some
always
man
used to-
remembers your
I
birthday.
used to get her birthday confused, and I probably shouldn't say this live.
And yet
But
I didn't.
May 5th was single. I can never remember, was it May 5th or 15th? But I was like, Cinco de Mayo was not the same date. It was like,
Okay,
bam, I got it.
here's what
Wow,
you got to
you know
remember.
I figured it out last year.
Cinco de Mayo, then a week and a half to get out of jail, and it's her birthday.
Exactly. And then I get
Gotta
back in
figure it
jail
out.
because, you know.
Wow.
No
Okay.
posting bail, just time served.
All right.
What? Do you want to post bail for me?
No, I'm just saying, if you got arrested on Cinco de Mayo, then you could stay in there until almost the
But you would
15th.
pay my bail, right?
I think she said
With a
no.
razor crest,
Oh,
yeah.
Would you pay my bail?
Pay
My
the
bail-
razor
You
my
gotta
crest.
bail
pay a
wasn't that
razor
much.
crest, and we're back to it.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us at Sarge Red's After Hours with
And if you haven't
the
subscribed-
wonderful Lisa and Adam.
Find
Make
us
sure.
on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Metro Detroit Ghostbusters.
What
I've
about
got
TikTok?
the Facebook link that I keep putting up.
No
But
dancing?
Metro Detroit Ghostbusters. And we will see you guys next time. See you in
See
the
at the
shop.
shop.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.